GMOs are a controversial topic. A GMO is quote, an organism whose genome has been altered by the techniques of genetic engineering so that its DNA contains one or more genes not normally found there. The debate is between whether they are beneficial to farming and food production, or if they are not worth it, and that we should go back to more natural forms of farming. From the data I've collected through research, I've come to see that GMOs are doing more bad than good. The environment is harmed by these genetically modified seeds. GMO plants cause pesticides and herbicides to be used more often, and they can seep into the ground and affect plants in the surrounding area, and they'll kill basically everything that's not the plants that are bred to resist them. Even then, some weeds adapt to the pesticides and then basically make them useless because they're just spraying chemicals and water on them to no effect, and it's wasting resources. Genetic diversity is another problem with GMOs because all the GMO seeds are exactly identical genetically. And that creates a monoculture, which is a huge problem because if you remember what the Irish potato famine is, that happened because of a monoculture. They were using the same type of potato everywhere, and one fungus just wiped all of them out. That could happen with today's food with a virus. All a virus has to do is figure out how to get into one host and destroy it, and it can get into all the other crops in the field because they're all exactly the same. So the graph in my slideshow below illustrates how the prices of seeds have been hiked up over the past decade or so. That's because of the seeds becoming more and more genetically modified, which has hiked up the price by like more than tripling the price of the seeds since 1995. And this isn't good because GMO seeds are way more costly when compared to all natural seeds, and all natural seeds are healthier and safer for you. The other side would say that GMOs are good because they would be able to feed our growing world hunger problem. I don't think it's worth the ethical and moral risk. We're modifying and bending nature to our will. We're modifying these animals. We're making them different from what nature made them for our benefit. Humans shouldn't be bending nature like this. We should be following it and respecting it, like what the Native Americans might have done. Becoming more one with nature instead of bending it to our will. The chickens that we genetically modify, they sit in dark pens with no windows. Some of them barely even see sunlight before they're taken off to slaughter. They sit in their own manure, and they're so fat, they can only take 2 steps before sitting back down. It's just wrong. To conclude, I think that GMOs are doing more harm to the world than they are good, although they could potentially feed hundreds of thousands of people. Their downsides are too large to warrant them